Let's keep it going. A big round of applause for our first college stand-up comic of the evening from Charlottesville, Virginia, and UVA. Please give it up for Claire Corrigan Lichty.
Hi, hello everybody. I'm actually not from Charlottesville, I'm from California. My dad is, which is like pretty woke, and my dad's from Arkansas, which is pretty red, and I feel like that does average out to like one Virginia. Just nice and civil here. Like, yes, you do have a vegetarian option, but just one. Kind of perfect. I do think my dad is still a little bit woke though, like he's trying his best. For example, like one time at dinner, my gay best friend was there, and there was kind of a lull in the conversation. And my dad just kind of looks across the crowd and goes, "Renee Rapp's gay, and she's hot." So, ally. Speaking of people who are like almost allies, my grandma, so close to being an ally. One time I was just like kind of bored and wanted to like spice up Thanksgiving, so I was like, "Hey, what do you think about Gay People?" I thought she was like so close to getting it. You know, she's like, "I think we should love and support all gay people," and I was like, "Okay, like you love that." Because being gay is not a choice. And I was like, we're doing pretty good for like an 80-year-old who voted for Mitt Romney. And then she says, because who would choose to be hated by God? Oh, so close. You know, I'm a second-generation atheist, so I don't really have the legs to speak on this, but I'm pretty sure God doesn't hate gay people, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't hate anyone, because I'm pretty sure that's the whole fucking bit. You know, like, Jesus was, like, munching on loaves and fishes with prostitutes. I don't think he's drawing the line at boy genius. This crowd isn't going to quite get that one, but I love you anyways. Yeah, so that's fun. Also, I know it's, like, not cool to, like, speculate on celebrity sexualities, but let's talk about Jesus for a second, because he seems a little bit fruity. You know, like the hair, the abs, the magic tricks. Like, he finds out he's gonna die, right? And instead of spending some time with his mother, who birthed him in a fucking, like, barn, he's like, "No, I'm gonna get 12 of my favorite male friends, and we're all gonna have dinner." And then at the dinner, he's like, "Drink my blood, eat my flesh, betray me, Judas." So this probably goes without saying from everything you've seen, but I did not get a lot of play in high school. I thought it was because I was like fat and ugly, but I was recently looking at photos of myself from high school, and I was actually like kind of a babe, which is a crazy way to find out that your personality sucks. I think it's because I was like a little bit of like a soapbox girl. Like I love to like make a statement. Like I get called a feminazi a lot. And I love that term personally because it makes more sense than marrying Nazism with feminism. Like famously, Hitler's whole thing was like, okay, first we are going to invade Poland, then we are going to like cleanse the country, and then we are going to make tampons free in the bathroom, yeah? I liked when she was doing those gay Jesus jokes because I kind of agreed with them, but then she started being a Nazi on stage, and I thought that wasn't cool. Calm down, guys. Elon said it was okay. I do think I know why I got the feminazi nickname, though. It could be, perhaps, if I had to put my finger on it, because when I was in the 8th grade, I one day went to school and told my entire 8th grade class that under no conditions would I ever give a blowjob because it went against my feminist values. Now, in my defense, had never given one before, didn't know how fun it was. But also in my defense, really, my best friend's mom the day before had told me, under no conditions should you ever give a blowjob because it goes against feminist values. And that is, and this is absolutely true, a fucking insane thing to say to a 13-year-old. Speaking of people who have probably never given head before, my grandma just died. And I'll let that one make you all very uncomfortable. Death is a weird thing though. Like when you're in the hospital room, it's really simple because we've seen it in movies and TV shows. But in the time leading up to it, it can be really difficult to navigate. So I was with my grandma for a week, about a month before she passed, and it just comes up in these weird ways. Like she asked me if I could order her Cool Suave body wash off of Amazon, and they only sold it in a 6-pack. So these 6 bottles of body wash come, and I'm sitting here and she's sitting there and she's watching me like put away all 6 bottles of body wash. And we're both thinking the same thing, but neither one of us can say that this amount of body wash is just crazy optimistic. And you could tell she was thinking the same thing. She was like, as I was leaving, she's like, Claire, you can take a couple bottles of those. And I was like, how are you feeling? Like, should I take 3? Should I take 4? It turns out the right answer was 5 3/4. It's okay though. You know, happens. When she died, my cousin, 15 years old, so sweet, was like, let's have a day where we do all the things that Grandma would have loved. And it's like, okay, like cute, but first can we have a day where we do all the things she would never let us do? You know, like turn on the air conditioner or go get abortions. Before I end, I do just want to say, I did have someone come up to me after the show one time and say like, Claire, your grandmother would be rolling in her grave to hear you talking about her like this. And I just want to say, like, I know her. I know she would have loved these jokes. I also know she wouldn't be rolling in her grave because I know she was so very cremated. Thank you so much.